Welcome, everybody. Who is interested in recapping last week for inspiration?
All
Like
right.
John should, because he might need it most.
I thought about that, but
Why not
as per normal, my notes are such. I wrote down the number 310. That might have been the diamonds,
What?
but I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
you
even have 310 written down in my notes.
you
so
did go out and refill the diamonds it required to resurrect you. So.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it was?
No, to resurrect Yop, I thought.
Oh yes, it was.
Yeah, it was to repay back
Lauren.
and it was $10 worth of like leather goods. That's where it is. But I just
Okay,
wrote 310 down, and that was it. Second note. I am turning into a dark sorcerer.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously.
Third note. I also I might sell my soul for power ?
Question
That did,
mark.
yep, that did come up.
Mhm.
So good notes.
The journey has ended, but it has just begun.
Yes, my journey has come to an end. It is
Your
also
journey.
beginning.
Germany is
Oh fuck! I forgot we did all of Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Yeah, we
Yep.
did. You
Yep.
did.
That's
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
Yep.
I think I went into like a fugue state. Just let the spirit move me.
Okay,
So
dandy.
if Ted would like to do the recap.
I mean, that covers a lot of the major points.
Yeah.
There was a brief conversation. Well, it starts off with Noel is now now one letter. Yeah, is now Null.
No.
Is now one letter smaller.
I got
Has
promoted.
received a promotion for the work. Also ate for the first time in like, I don't know, a week or so. And had a conversation with Vicaris on the methods of creation, along with afterlife and death, and the merits of doing things the slow way. I don't want to say the right way, but the slow way.
No, just the slow way. Not necessarily right or wrong.
The worst way.
Little bit of our player in every character. I love you, Doug.
I feel so seen.
Krellick
That was
had,
important.
Krellick had quite the day around town. He went and saw Talawick. Well, first he bought some supplies, stole a sheet, and turned it into a robe, a Sith apprentice robe, essentially. Went and saw Talawick. They had a conversation in which Talawick eventually just said she couldn't teach him anymore because his goal of folding a person in half with his mind is still pretty horrible.
She's scared of my power, okay? Let's just get this straight. She's terrified.
She is a little terrified. That is not a lie.
She fully is. Yep.
Then Krellick went and spied on Liru, had a conversation there that almost gave me a cardiac event. It ended up being fine until Krellick went and spoke to Zendros after that, who demonstrated the ability to convince other people to fold themselves in half, and now Krellick is almost certainly on his way to making some sort of horrible deal. Also picked up a bunch of scraps of leather, and now Ragefang has some
Barding.
had some barding for this killer goose. Yop started her shifts at the Kings Creek Casino, and Lucky spent some time putting on the staff of the casino put on a version of Yop's play, in which Toby and Micah were the main stars, and all the crew sort of helped. And yes, there is a dagger for the goose. we I can't remember if it was no, it was definitely this last episode that we discovered that in the period of the roughly month that we were gone, Anders Solmner contracted and died from consumption, which is totally
Not necessarily contracted within that month, but died of.
Succumbed.
Yes.
to-
Succumbed to, well, I mean, from the basically zero symptoms we saw to dead.
You hadn't talked to him in ages, y'all.
I am fairly positive we talked to him before we left. We bumped into him at the council hall. I'd have to go back to verify, but I'm pretty sure we had a very brief encounter with him before we left. Regardless, the point is, he died of consumption. He died of tuberculosis sometime during the time that we were gone, which is totally not sketchy, given that, as far as we're aware, no one else has died of. Not that we've looked into it yet, because we just found out, and then a bunch of other stuff happened. But it's the exact same cause of death as his mother, and apparently, possibly the only people in town who are succumbing to it. Doesn't matter. There was... Oh boy. There was a conversation between Krellick and Vicaris. Vicaris is starting to somewhat regret having taught Krellick magic, but is also a little jealous that Krellick is off to a new master. There was, I believe, we ended with Lauren coming back with gifts for everybody. Butterfly paper shredder for Noel, which was awesome. Hand axes for Krellick. A suit for Zashel. More, air quotes here, edible plants for Yop.
I love my edibles.
As well as some rare inks for both Noel and Zashel. There was also a conversation about Liru between Krellick and Zashel. And also about Lucky, in which Krellick threatened to break Zashel's leg. Just one.
Just one.
Just one leg, because they're friends. And also a bit of consternation and confusion over pet names. That's about it. It was a lot of role play. It was good times.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, you are recorded as having been like, "What have I done?" Just FYI.
It was more so a. Perhaps I should have paid more attention.
Got it. Because of the
Versus,
whole
I should have never.
Gotcha.
I was going to
Fair.
say, that sounds like an epitaph.
Yeah. The lines. I wasn't as clear. That's on me.
Oh, and yeah. Speaking of Vicaris, Vicaris and Krellick pulled up the contract and went over what is expected of the fight with Hamir, which is important theoretically for today.
Hopefully.
We've ducked it several times now, so you never know.
Yeah, I've had this fight ready for I think a month and a half. We'll see. What we need to do before that, though, is Krellick has a very important appointment that he must make. But prior to that, I want to see if, following the events of the last session, if there's anything needs to be said or done prior to the evening of the following day.
Yop has very, very, very detailed notes that she needs to go over with each performer in the play. And no, there's nothing.
At some point, because this needs to be done prior to the fight, Zashel will find Lucky and just say, I have an errand that I will need to run during the showdown, assuming that it happens somewhere close to here, I will need your assistance with that. But I'm afraid I cannot give you full details at this moment. Hoping I can count on you, though.
She looks perplexed and intrigued. Yeah. Is everything all right?
It should be. I just don't want to risk a repeat of our last trip to a particular location. So I'm going to count on the cartographer for assistance.
Gotcha.
I say assistance, but, really to do the whole thing. So.
Okay. Sure thing, boss. All right. So, Krellick, do you keep your appointment with Captain Zendros?
Of course. Of course.
All right. The following day, in the evening, as you have been requested, you find yourself at the faithful quartermasters of Eos strong fortress, their temple.
I have
with-
my apprentice robe.
Of course. With lights at the door, but no lights within.
The door is closed, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I will pull out the wand Vicaris gave me, say my words of power, and I will open the door with or I attempt to open the door with a Krellick's crushing claw.
Okay, that works. I was wondering what spell I was kind of hoping it'd be like thaumaturgy, where
Well, look, I don't open doors anymore. Okay.
Yeah.
the upper floor where the merchandise you usually have seen is empty, including that of the merchandise. There is no material goods here. There is just bare shelves and hooks and hangers and glass cases. There is nothing here on the first floor. However, in the back of the building, there where there are stairs, I believe it has come up once or twice, there is light coming from below.
A strange sight indeed to see this place without its goods, but I will walk confidently towards the light, the hand closing the door behind me.
Okay. There is a near silence as you descend, but the light below seems to be coming from some sort of fire, giving off a bit of a more red glow than you would expect. And you see below you the basement has a hard dirt floor and cases and cases, wooden crates everywhere, leather bundles, packages of all kinds, and very mysterious shaped parcels as well. So densely packed that you have to struggle to maneuver the small pathway that is at the foot of the stairs. And as you do, the light becomes brighter. You make out that the room eventually opens somewhat, still to a very cluttered space, but tightly packed against the walls to make room for a clearing and a circle where there are the acolytes of the temple, all in their brown robes, and the captain herself in her own coat and bracers, her tail moving to a soft rhythm that you don't hear. And she is standing over what looks like an ordinary circle drawn in the dirt. She looks up to you and she smiles and she says, "It is good to see you. I'm glad that you have decided to come."
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't miss me first lesson.
Excellent. And this is really something you feel so strongly about?
You mean like learning magic? Yeah. I mean, all my friends know magic and they's like real strong, and I want to be, real strong. Is this like is they all taking the class too?
Many of them are students, yes.
Okay. Is this like a fighting ring?
No. What are you willing to give for power, Kralik?
I did just get paid, so I have like 2,000 gold on me.
You wish to give gold?
Do I have to give gold?
There is other things that you can give. The strength of your sinews, your mental faculties.
Zany, I don't know the words you just said.
You can trade power for power.
What would you trade?
I traded my will. My service is my time. Everything I do, it is in exchange for power.
I mean, you don't seem like you don't have yours own will.
Her head tilts to her side and her bright yellow eyes glint in the firelight.
I kind of like having me will. I like me money. I know. Could I give this?
I'll pull out the wand of the war mage.
I've just got a new one, and I mean, I guess I don't need two of them, really.
So there's no sacrifice.
I mean, I do like this a lot. Is it not a sacrifice?
It is not. Something that is not replaceable. That is sacrifice. Don't tell me that you do not care so much for power that there is nothing that you wouldn't trade for it.
Well, I don't know about that. It's just, I like a lot of things, but if things ain't it, if it's about me, wait a minute, I got a gift from, this Fey princess lady. She gave me like a boon, yeah.
Yes,
Could I give that up?
you could. You will never have it again.
Yeah, I'm not even really sure exactly what it does, though.
You wish to give it away?
What do I get?
Strength. Force of will over other creatures.
I do like that. I do like that. Okay. I mean, I can make people do what I want, by like breaking their arms. Is it like that?
No.
Is it better than that?
Much better.
I mean,
She grins with fangs and holds out a hand to you.
I'll slip the wand back in and hold my hand out to her.
You clasp hands, you feel her nails slightly dig into the back of your own claws, and you feel the presence of the other acolytes begin to close around you. And there's murmuring, and you hear what sounds like the unsheathing of blades. And then there is strange movement around you, though it is very hard to see what is
Well,
happening
I
around
thought
you.
this was like a private lesson.
And then the circle around you begins to darken as if it has been wet, and the earth around it begins to seep dark. And I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, you got it. I will do no trickery. It's an 11.
Excellent. Your vision begins to stretch backwards as if you are falling into your own head. And as you fall, it becomes dark. And there is a folding as it feels as if you are being teleported. But there is no more pull. It is just the collapse. And you are swallowed within yourself. And you are faced suddenly in the darkness by an entity bordering on about 6 feet tall, with dark hair plaited back and deep, dark red skin that is painted darker, leathery wings and a tail and fangs that hang out from his lips, wearing gleaming black armor, and almost in response to you finally being able to focus on him, he turns eyes that bleed fire and bears into you, and you feel fear again as this creature stretches around you and grows, and summoned to his hand is a flaming spear that he thrusts into you. Would you please take 18 points of fire damage?
You got it. There's a moment where, as the spear's coming in, I'm reaching for the shield that is not there, because I didn't bring it with me. and I don't know that
You-
it would even be there.
You are naked. What are you?
Just quickly.
The spear drives further into the soft flesh under your shell. Take 11 points of fire damage. What are you?
I'm gonna grab hold of the spear, pull it into me to pull him closer to me if I can.
Excellent.
Um, let out a sound of pain as I do. I look at this giant creature in front of me and say,
I am Quilly the Red.
And what have you to offer me? And you are pierced again for 19 points of fire damage.
I'll give you my fear.
I don't want your fear. Take another 16 points of fire damage. The creature is emanating infernal heat, and his breath on your face burns. There is a light behind you that just happens to reflect off of the painted skin that you see is now dark with blood. A mysterious white light.
Then he said that would suffice. But if you want something more sufficient, I can't give it to you because I made a promise to my friend.
You want something from me. Show me what you value. The light behind you begins to dim.
oh god, okay. I would like to attempt to invoke the ability to grow in size to show him the thing I value.
Okay. You speak your words of power and begin to grow. And you feel another wave of heat as that is drained from you as his own body begins to swell before you. The light behind you begins to intensify. You feel something cool behind you, something relieving. This will suffice.
I look down at the spear inside me. Look back up at him, and with a tremble of fear in my voice, I say to him,
Is this the best you got?
A hand is placed to the side of your face and digs into the flesh under your eye and drags down your cheek into your neck. Take 17 points of slashing damage. Be careful what you wish for. You have invoked the power of a demigod. Do you wish to see more?
I think I've seen enough from my first lesson.
There is a soft voice in the darkness that just says, "Oh, Kralik." And you are incapacitated, insane, unconscious, well, conscious, but incapable of moving, in the center of the basement floor, in a ring drawn on the ground that stinks of blood. There are no acolytes here. Zendros stands above you, with her hands on her hips. She looks down, kind of chews the inside of her cheek, looks a little disappointed, steps over you and walks up the stairs, leaves you.
I lay there, lost in insanity.
You eventually find rest after twitching, writhing, and unable to move far ever. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you. And the embers of the fire slowly dim. There's a breath of cool air near you as a serpent, a snake with dark black scales, creeps out from the menagerie of artifacts and regards you somewhat, slithers around. You can't see it anymore. There's a light touch from behind you somewhere. Your thoughts clear suddenly. You are alone in the dark, stable, bleeding, and burned, with marks down your face.
I will struggle up to my feet. A little wobbly, but I get there. I look to see if there is anyone in the room in this moment.
Make a perception check.
It's an 8.
It's too dark, but nothing seems close by.
I will kind of stumble my way towards the stairs to go up,
Mm-hmm.
and hands pressing against the wall to help pull myself make my way up to the first level of the shop. Is anyone in there?
There is one cleric who seems to be riding by candlelight near the door and looks up at you when you rise, somewhat surprised.
I just regard him for a moment and shuffle and stumble my way through the front door to exit out onto the streets.
All right. Where do you go from there?
I will. What's the lighting situation outside at night? Is it full moon? No moon?
It's a darker moon, but the streets have lamps, have lanterns.
Okay.
Lamps. Yeah, I had that right.
Yeah. I will make my way unsteadily towards the water, and get down. If I have to, I don't know how the water sits at this part of the city, but I want to get down into the water.
You can find a stretch of the beach that's close enough that you can do that for sure.
Yeah. Splash the water on my face. Is the water too churny to see any kind of reflection?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But you see that there is a lot of blood dripping into the water after it runs down your beak.
Yeah. A couple heavy breaths, and I'll clench my fists together and see if I can make myself big.
You cannot.
I try again, harder.
That familiar line, that strength, that cord to your ancestors feels severed.
I'll blink my eyes a few times and see how my vision is in this dim light. I would normally have dark vision.
You can still see.
Okay.
The offering that you made was for the growth, and it becomes pretty immediately apparent that is what has been accepted.
Yeah. I will take off the black my dark robes, and just kind of let them float in the water a bit, and although I will eventually make my way back to the lighthouse, I will just sink beneath the surface of the water.
Okay. I'm assuming you go through like the casino to get back. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
it's a long swim otherwise.
When you resurface and begin kind of climbing your way back to the road, a very small, dark-haired person under one of the under one of the lamp lights, who is evidently just kind of standing there watching, sees you and turns and bolts down the road.
Fairly normal occurrence. I make my way into the casino to get back to the lighthouse.
All right. And you may take a long rest.
Okay.
You were down to like 10 HP.
I had 10 HP. Yeah.
Oh boy. Next day.
Fucked around and found out.
Is this Battle Humir Day?
I don't know, gang.
Is there like visible damage to Kralik?
The next day? Yes.
Yeah, Noah's spending a lot of his time now out in the communal area since he's on vacation.
Next day, let's have everybody, unless Zashel and Yop have very specific reasons why they wouldn't be at the lighthouse.
Nope.
No, especially if they're planning on planning for the fight, rather.
All right. You can all meet then in the dining hall where a lot of business is conducted for a quote-unquote paperwork day where you discuss how to murder somebody.
I mean, it's not strictly a murder since it's a fight, but
It's a duel.
It's a killing.
yeah,
It's a
duel.
killing. That
It's-
is premeditated if ever I've heard it.
But it's a difference of like, targeting and all that stuff. This dude knows what's happening going into it,
I guess
and has
if Kr-
agreed to it. Is an important legal distinction.
if Kralik looks fucked up, as the medic here, I will say, who did you fight with, and why did you not inform us?
There's
I think what he's trying to say is what happened.
There is a hole, like a puncture wound, in Krelik's chest that is cauterized, like in the lower abdomen, and then claw marks down his face. Likewise seared.
I just got in a bit of a scrap at that shitty tavern over by Zenny's.
Please make a deception check.
Nat 20, come on. It's a 12.
Well, I'm convinced.
What'd you say, Doug?
I said, well, I'm convinced. No.
With a 14, I know he's fucking lying, right? Or
Ye-
I suspect he's lying.
More appropriately, the wounds that he's bearing feel
Yeah.
very weird to have gotten in a bar fight.
Yeah. I'll like step up and like walk over and like kind of glance, like sort of kneel down and look at one of the wounds. This was not a bar fight, Kralik.
Yeah, what do you know about it? No.
You mean you want me to be more specific?
Oh, have you even been in a rumble?
No, but I know what a death wound looks like.
Well,
I've
I
seen
dead
quite a
is
few.
up.
Noah glance at the does it look like it was healed, like the cauterization was like proper, or like this is just
Not medically done.
Yeah.
It just is done.
It was a tough fight.
you are still wounded though, clearly.
I feel fine.
You have a hole in you.
Yeah, who doesn't?
I do not.
Look, is we doing this today or what?
I suppose that comes down to you. Are you sure you're well enough? Do you need to be patched up first?
I've never felt better.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna quick cast Detect Magic and look at Krellick. Or specifically the wound. I'm not really all that interested in Krellick.
Oh,
Okay.
The fact that the wound didn't heal up feels like a curse or some shit. Like,
Well, I mean, the only kind of healing that like doesn't actually, yeah, magic healing even still isn't like
yeah,
perfect sealed wounds. Like getting your HP back has more to do with the fact that you have stamina the next day, but you get fucked up in a fight.
that's fair. I guess it's more just checking to make sure, like,
Krellick is being honest about his injuries, that he never is, and says he's okay every single time.
It would appear to be natural, well, not natural wounds, not non-magical wounds.
okay. So yeah, the site isn't like cursed or necrotic or anything. Straight up, something just reached in and fucking burned him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Noel will take a step back and like flick the detect magic off his eyes. Glance to Zashel and say, for what it is worth, he does not have any lingering magical damage. Something hot rammed into him.
Cody.
Oh my god.
Poor turn of phrase.
Wait one thing. Excuse me. Hold on here 1 second.
Looking at Yap and just being horrified, like
I
cheated on
Can
you.
you please explain to me what happened?
It is not a sexual matter, no. It is something very hot.
If the wounds can be healed, perhaps we should start there.
No, is you coming on to me or something?
No.
What is going on?
You have a hole in your
You are
torso.
injured.
I'm not injured. I feel fine.
Okay, well, like, you're injured. Like, that's...
Those two things are not exclusive. You can feel fine and still be injured.
I mean, he's not gonna... What, are you gonna, like, be able to actually close up that wound? I mean...
I can try, and I will. Zashel will just walk straight up to Krellick, put a hand on his shoulder, and I will cast Cure Wounds on him.
The damage is done. This is like scarred tissue. Like it will not. It will lessen in its severity, but this is here now.
Okay. Goodbye, spell slot.
He's got an extra carrying pouch.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, that might actually be worse than something hot rammed into you. Jesus, Adam.
You're welcome.
I hate this game.
Do you really absolutely love it?
Why is this not session 69?
Slightly late.
No, I appreciate the concern, okay? I really do, alright? But we got a lot of shit to do today, so let's just get to it.
All right. How do we go about scheduling this fight, if that's the intent?
That's easy. You guys get to determine if you would like to have it done here or in Waterdeep at headquarters, and I will notify head office, and Hamir can be here in by the afternoon. Or vice versa. A little bit of teleportation bullshit.
While we do have business in Waterdeep, I think that there is every reason to hold it here. We could, if we wanted to, perhaps make a little event of it, hold it in the casino for wagering. I think that this is perhaps an ample opportunity to.
That's a great idea.
Zashel will reach into his little voting case, which he pulls off his back, and start handing out pieces of paper for everyone to vote on.
All right. Voting for either Waterdeep or the casino. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone just post and chat your vote.
Or whisper to Sarah, since it's secret vote, I would think.
Yeah, but I don't think that this one... Yeah, you can whisper, yeah. This one isn't as sensitive as some of the other votes we've had.
Lauren even awake at this point to come down to vote? I'm sure someone drag her out.
Yeah, this is a company meeting. Everyone's here.
We got pulled from the casino, so...
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so confused why Karlik is fighting. I thought that was a joke, you know?
Okay. Unanimously, the company votes to host in the casino. Yeah, she voted for... I mean, I know what she votes. She votes for casino.
Oh, man.
This is my only role function, Sarah. Just let me have this.
All right, hold on.
If I voted differently, I can change my vote.
Gotta find her name. There, you happy?
I am, thank you.
Okay, so we get like my name real big in like a big sign, right, and then a little tiny one for me.
Sure. I will set some of the staff to getting everything prepared up to your specifications. We can have this afternoon, or I suppose if we can set the time, if you'd prefer to wait until tomorrow or something like that.
Today's the
choice
day.
is yours. Today is the day. All right. Abernathy, if you will make arrangements, we can...
I need lava pits and like showers of acid, you know, like pit trips.
I think I can manage that.
You shouldn't, because that is a liability issue with everybody on Acquisitions Incorporated ground.
One ancient dragon.
Maybe we can find... Oh, you know what? I think Punketta is an illusionist. I think that can be sort of arranged. Sort of. In a way that doesn't kill, I don't know, most of the population of Saltmarsh. Dashel gives thumbs up.
Great. Any other company business?
Did we hold a formal vote on whether or not we wanted to accept? I don't think we did. If we want to accept the contract from... the offer of a contract from Captain Zendros to retrieve this artifact outside the waters of, Waterdeep, north of Waterdeep, on a sunken vessel guarded by a multi-armed demon. The exact details of the contract have not been negotiated yet, but didn't seem to be any point in negotiating them if we all decided we didn't want to have to go back up to Waterdeep. Our last trip there was...
What happened to this time we was there?
that would be the last time we
Fought a
met that
dragon.
other- yeah, we got on a boat with that other franchise
Yeah,
from another...
That was great. What do you mean? That was like the best time.
I mean, it was okay. It was weird.
Nope.
There was another franchise that's not here, and that's just... it was weird. The dragon was fun. I admit that.
Look, the whole thing was good. Look,
Yeah,
I'm all
Zash,
for...
didn't you kill it?
Did I?
Yeah, you did kill it.
Yeah.
Go me.
Or
Would we rather find out the details of the reward offer and then hold a vote, or...
I mean,
Yes, well, I don't see any reason to vote if we don't know what the contract would be for.
True.
yeah, let's find out what it is, but I mean, I think it's a good time, right? Getting under the water, fighting a big demon thing, I mean, what's not to like?
That's fair. I suppose, Noel, while they are setting up for the event today, if you would like to accompany me and whoever else would like to be in on the negotiations to see Captain Zendros, we can figure out exactly what the details and rewards are, and then bring that information back to the whole franchise either before or after the event.
As much as I'd like to go with you all to see Captain Zendros, I do have some business of my own, so say my best, if you will.
Yeah, I gotta be somewhere else.
I assume you will be at the casino planning the event, but I sort of assumed that you were fighting.
I have a clarifying question. Are we intending to open this up to the public?
I don't see why not.
After we've negotiated contracts, do we intend to institute a betting system?
I'm pretty sure that sort of thing is already covered at the casino. You can get lucky.
Thumbs up.
Is there a problem?
No. An opportunity to make money.
As long as
No,
you
we'll
bet
shrug.
on the right horse. That's me, I'm the horse.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta go get drunk, so I'll see you.
However you prepare. Everyone has their things to do, so no.
Yeah, Noel nod. Picks up his Documancer satchel from the table.
And,
All right.
Lucky, since that is happening here and happening today, the other project we discussed is on.
Yep. I'm gonna go get the casino ready in the meantime.
All right. Who's going with Zashel and Noel? Cool.
Just the two of us.
Yep. Checks out.
Not that you would know that anything had happened overnight at the temple to Eos, but you certainly couldn't tell by looking at it today. It looks as it always does, busy, little frantic, but incredibly well-oiled and directed. And you are greeted by the captain on your entrance. You have considered my offer, I hope?
That is actually one of the two things I'm here to discuss with you. The other is that order that I had put in that I still owe you the second half of payment for. I came to see if that had arrived.
Yes. Yes, it should. She goes to her ledger and scans her finger down one of the lists, and then sends someone to fetch it.
Zashel will pull out a small chest containing the other 600 gold.
Pleasure doing business as always. And what is it?
I was just going to say same with you. Always a pleasure. The other item that we are here for is to discuss the contract you had discussed with us previously. The artifact on a boat.
Yes. Yes. It is a precious thing. It is quite large. It was being used. It is a means of transport itself, but it was being transported by the Curiosity some time ago. Hopefully it is still as unrecovered as I could hope. It is, you see, very heavy. It is also taking some mastery to be able to control, so anyone who may have possibly found its wreckage might have had trouble acquiring it themselves. I have hopes that it remains in the sunken vessel. It is a curious device. It is maybe 8 feet long, about 5 feet tall, and designed like a... She pinches her fingers together like a crab, and she seems to struggle to think of the word, and she murmurs to herself in Infernal, and then says, little red...
Crap. Since Zashel actually speaks Infernal.
Yeah, I speak Infernal as well.
And she shifts to Infernal. It's just lobster.
Ah. Zashel will, I guess, continue to speak in Infernal since this seems to be easier for her.
Yes.
And, is this something we would need to activate to get out of its current vessel, or is it something that would require us to maintain an inert state for it?
It could be activated, I believe, but it might take some better understanding of it in order to make use of its movements. And I must emphasize, no harm may come to this artifact. I need it all in one piece.
Okay, and you said that there is a fiend of some sort that guards it?
Correct.
Can you tell us any more of that?
I only know that it is, in some form, the trap that is designed to keep it secure. If any were to meddle with the fastenings that bind it to the ship, then this creature is released. Though I do not know what it might truly be. All I know it is some demon. For this, and all the efforts, I am willing to pay 7,000 gold to the franchise for the successful retrieval of the intact artifact.
Is this artifact the only thing left on the Curiosity? Do you know?
I do not know if it is the only thing, but it's the only thing that I care for.
Quick question, actually. Would I think 7 grand is probably pretty good for just even clearing out up to a relatively high level demon? Like as far as standard contract practices go.
She's lowballing you.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just got 10k for Nightshade.
Yeah, Knowles meets Zashel's eyes and just slowly shakes his head in a negative.
7,000. We have recently received almost half again that much for dispatching a hag in the Feywilds, and that did not come with the necessary stipulation of requiring this artifact in place and keeping it. My brain just cut out. And keeping it whole. 7,000 seems a little low, perhaps. Well, fiend is a fiend. A little bit of extra for the actual extraction and retrieval, say 12,000.
There's a flicker of a look that indicates she might be a little impressed with your negotiation. And then, why don't you roll persuasion for me?
As he's about to say something, Noel mutters as quietly as he can and places a hand on his shoulder. We're talking about contract, baby. This is guidance. You get guidance for this.
All right. Now the question is, how many times am I gonna have to roll?
A few.
Oh, birdie.
Wow. Oh my god.
$12, and be welcome to anything else you might find in the rubble.
A deal. And of course, the usual stipulations of further compensation at your discretion for an especially well done job or relatively quickly done, blah, 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 blah.
I should assure you,
The usual contract things.
should this thing come back to my satisfaction, there should be great reward.
Noel will produce a contract and say, "We have not yet voted, but this is for your perusal. We will sign once we have voted."
Very well.
It's written. I don't know what the script for Infernal is, but it's an Infernal. If there is a script for it.
There is.
Yeah. God damn, 30.
Now I'm wishing I had gone a little higher.
Yeah. I think 12 grand is still pretty strong.
Say too much higher might have been pushing it.
Yeah. We can always swing for more if it turns out it's like a fucking demon lord.
Above table, it sounds like a Merilith because it's a snake.
Yeah.
The first time we talked, she said a many-armed snake-tailed demon, which I think is a Merilith. I know the name, but I have no idea what the stats are. I couldn't tell you the CR.
That's pretty big.
In my head.
It's not the worst, but it's pretty brutal. Are Meriliths the one that have the? They can parry stuff, right? Because they got
no idea.
They got all the arms.
Yes. Yeah.
All I know about them is they got lots of arms.
It looks like we are on break until 11:30.
Okay. It is fun what things I do or don't remember about D&D creatures. It's usually like one factoid, like they got lots of arms, and I think they block stuff with those arms sometimes.
They got arms.
I suspect it's a reaction, but it might be like a legendary thing. I don't know for sure. They got all the good arms. What can do the swooshing?
I don't know enough about D&D creatures. I know nothing. I'm like, hey, look, it's a brand new thing.
I know like one thing about the character sheet of like quite a few D&D creatures, but not enough to really remember in any mechanical way how the fights go down.
I'm intrigued that we are being sent to retrieve an apparatus of Qualish.
Qualish?
Yeah, the lobster tank.
Huh.
It's an apparatus of Qualish. Well, let me rephrase that, since I don't know that for sure. What she is describing sounds like an apparatus of Qualish, because they have like it's got a bunch of levers and it's basically a tank. It's a lobster tank.
Oh,
There's a whole
that's neat.
yeah, they Wizards did a whole oh god, what is their charity called? Extra Life. They did a whole Extra Life adventure written around the apparatus of Qualish, which was kind of neat.
Like a lobster tank?
Yeah, it looks like a lobster, but it's a tank. Like you get in and there's levers to pull, and
That's neat.
I
How many
can't
people can fit
a lot. It is 8 feet long, so
Yeah. Probably like maybe 3. Guess it depends.
well, I think it's
depends
an
on-
extra dimensional space inside.
Oh, cool. Okay.
No, I am completely wrong. I am thinking of the amount of air in there. It can hold
Mhm.
1 or 2 creatures.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's one of those situations where like the whole inside of it isn't like, passenger space. It's like
Correct.
some of it is like just tech or like, weapons housing, I guess. Does it have any weapons?
It's got the big lobster claws.
Oh, just smack smack. Or pinch. Give him a good pinch.
Or a little data chunk.
Oh, that's very good. That's more cute than I was expecting. It's got little its eyes are the little like what are they called?
Periscope.
Yeah, I was about to say something scope. That's neat. Yeah, it is just a steam engine with crab legs. That's very good.
Yeah, it's super cool.
With like vehicles and stuff, do you typically have to like give them health values? Like I know ship combat, there are rules for like, a ship has this amount of health, and I assume
I believe it
Dragon
has stats. I have not looked it up.
Fair enough.
I don't remember it. So
Does the Dragon Turtle have like a stat block?
our boat? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think it should be in your journal
Uh,
under NPCs Acquisitions Incorporated Turtle Shell.
oh. Okay. Huh. Neat. I do enjoy putting Arcano in front of anything.
Yeah,
Just-
right.
Arcano and then weapon. That and like Hextech from League of Legends. Both
Mhm.
really genius ways of just describing like very quickly, just visually describing what this thing looks like. What's an Arcano ballista? You could figure it out.
Yeah,
It's a
it doesn't
shit.
it doesn't hit things very well, but when it
No.
does,
It does appear to just be a big fuck off like force cannon. Just,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, I think I've shot a lot of trees and stuff with it. Oh, I should check to see. I put some water in like a water bottle in the freezer. I should
Uh-oh.
see if it's
Hmm.
frozen. Because I want
Uh-oh.
that. I want that.
Huh. The cargo capacity isn't as much as I guess I was imagining.
No, I mean it's basically a barrel,
Yeah.
like that you crawl inside of.
Yeah. That makes sense. It doesn't go fast, but it chugs when it does. My cat came up behind me and is trying to get me to hold his paw while he sleeps. I want to cry.
Oh, Cody. I miss my cat. Okay. I think we're at Art 10, I think.
Mhm.
Goaty is here. Adam, are you here? Not yet? Okay. Doug, are you here? Monkey? Sounds like Monkey's still not here. Ted is here.
He just gave me his other paw.
No.
I'm gonna die. I'm so blessed.
Oh man.
The Toxo is strong with this one. I'm so profoundly riddled with Toxo. This is being like bestowed by a gift by a god.
That's a hell of a chemical, honestly. Oh man. Oh, envy. Okay. All right. Adam's back.
What do you think? Toxo?
Oxytocin.
Yeah. No.
Oh,
I'm
no,
referring to
toxoplasmosis.
I'm referring to Toxoplasmosis
Parasite.
gondii. Yeah. It's the parasite in cat
Gotcha.
shit that brainwashes people. Well, it's designed to brainwash rats by
Mice
making
and
them
rats.
less afraid of cats.
Yeah.
So they don't run away. So the cat eats them and gets back into the cat system. So that when the cat shits in the rat, it's a nice little like.
Well, the toxoplasmosis parasite can only reproduce within the intestinal tract of a cat.
Yep.
So it's the most bizarre life cycle.
Yeah. But it does stuff to human brains that's troubling.
It is thought to be the origin of the whole like crazy cat lady thing where people have like
Mhm.
hundreds of cats because it
Mm.
drives mice towards cat or rats towards cats so that they get eaten.
Yep.
Yeah, the number of parasites that mess with their host brain is terrifying.
Yep.
All right, cool.
The
Adam's
more
back.
you know.
Monkey, are you around?
Yep. Yeah.
Just in time for parasite talk.
Okay. Was there anything else? Sorry, I got very distracted. Was there anything else that needed to happen in that negotiation?
No.
Okay. Then Yup and Vikaris, Kralik, and I almost called you Yumi, Lauren. What are you all up to?
No, kidding.
Sorry, I have
Yop,
some serious plans. Go ahead, Yup.
Yop will be helping Lucky set the casino up.
Great. And sorry, what was Vikaris's plant plan?
Oh my god, so many things. Are you ready for this?
No, but let's do it, man.
That is some
I
energy.
still have a ton of painting supplies, and I am going to be making flyers. And this time, I will be animating the paintbrushes. There's that spell fifth level slot. And after make a ton of those,
Mhm.
I'm going to create out of nothing a large bird, a large bird that can carry me, and I am going to fly all over town dropping flyers to help advertise for this event so we can get more money. And that's my day.
Why doesn't the bird drop the flies?
Do I have something else to do?
I mean, no.
You
You
give
know,
a
like
stone
it,
bird
gonna be-
around
like I'm gonna be honest, I also would have taken this option. I was just wondering, like, if there was a specific reason.
I don't have the spell fly anymore, so this is my only opportunity.
Oh, that's terrific. What a vision, honestly.
I'm very proud of that.
What did you just say?
Hold on one second. I may or may not be snacking. I said I'm very proud of that.
Oh, okay,
I'm
you should
troubled.
be.
I'm troubled by the bird you've created from nothing.
Happens.
That's this is a real like butter passing robot situation. You've made this bird to live its one day, flying you around dropping pamphlets.
Yep.
Oh
What is
no, I
my
haven't
purpose? Your Uber.
Oh
No,
god.
I don't give my creations the ability to talk. I don't,
Wow, good. So I have no mouth.
Now that
I
I'm a
must
scream.
scream. Yeah, great. That's it.
good point. To clarify, I made a bird without a mouth.
Yeah, I don't want you shrieking. Any of that like unhelpful shrieking.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, Faye's got a Faye.
Uh-huh. This is terrific. Sass. Okay, Lauren, what are you doing?
I think I'd like to find Yop and talk to Yop about her experiments. Yeah, like
Okay, Lucky. The signage over in the left-hand side.
Yep, a little higher. And yep.
Okay. You better go get some more paint. Oh, Lauren, hi. Are you here to help out?
sure, I can help. What do you need help with?
Well, we got to get all the signage up correctly, and we don't usually have an odds board. Most of the betting is done at the tables, so we need to set up, I guess, a sports betting window. Not exactly my forte.
I'm not very good at that either. I don't think I've ever handled that. I know like my old franchise they had a tavern with things, but I kind of let the staff handle that part of the thing.
Well, it does seem like we're in good hands with Lucky's decisions thus far, so we're just here to provide some muscle and some know-how and an extra set of hands or two.
Yeah, I'm not super strong, but I'll lift what I can. Oh, wait. I know. And I am going to cast Enhance Ability on myself and Yop to give us bull strength to have advantage on these checks.
I will take that into account when I am figuring out what you guys need to roll for this marketeering adventure.
But I mean, I wanted to ask, like, did you end up experimenting on the plant when I was gone? And figuring out about that?
No, I haven't had much time to start messing with the plant yet, and I don't really want to do it without you or Noel available, and you were gone and Noel was tied up. And it is so very deadly that it's really not wise to conduct the experiments until one or both of you is available.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that Noel would have been busy as well. But maybe after this event, we can do it when we have some free time.
Yes, that sounds like an excellent idea.
Is Krylak really gonna try to kill this guy? I mean, I know I heard the she kind of gestures towards the whisper jar. But I thought he wasn't serious.
Oh, you don't have to be worried about the Whisper Jar. We planned the whole thing in the Whisper Jar. Everyone's well aware
No,
of our...
I mean, I've heard the whisper jar before I joined about Krellik's plans, anger. But I didn't think he would seriously meant wanting to kill that guy. Is that weird? Like people say things in anger of I'm gonna kill you, but they don't really mean it.
Well, no, this individual came here on Acquisitions Inc.'s orders to judge Yumi's capabilities at doing the job she was assigned. And he found her lacking, and then of his own volition, not by Acquisition Inc.'s orders, but by his own volition, decided that the best course of action was to kill her for that. Which seems like an awfully harsh performance review. And Krellik, and quite frankly, I took great issue with that. And the solution that was proposed was that we earn enough money for Acquisitions Inc. that they would look the other way when we decided to take Hamir's life in an act of revenge for having taken Yumi's and to set the scales of justice correct again. And I must admit, I'm surprised that we've become so profitable so quickly that Acquisitions Inc. has actually suggested that we take care of this. But I'm happy to see it come to fruition, and I'm happy that it will be done soon.
I really thought it was just like, heated anger, but I guess if the franchise approves.
Are you
Lucky,
suggesting...
what do you want me to do?
I don't know. We got these things. Go hang them up over there.
Wait, hold on. Are you suggesting the franchise doesn't approve of this?
No. I mean the headquarters approved of it, so I guess it's fine.
Well, yes, I was
It just-
surprised too. I thought it would take much more time to make that kind of gold, but no, it was actually at their suggestion that we get it taken care of.
Can I get an athletics check from one of you? You have a +1 to this check as the obviator is involved in this. Oh my god. You have advantage because you had the bull strength.
Oh my god, yeah, maybe I should carry things from now on.
Oh, well, no, I've got, something seems to be wrapped around my leg.
Oh, no, careful! Crash.
Oh, nice sound effects.
Adam?
I think perhaps, my assistance would be best in the, planning phases of the operation.
Alright.
I'm muted. Okay, that's why I was. Okay, I burned an inspiration, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I've been muted this whole time. Okay, alright.
Betty, get out from underfoot!
2, a 7, and a 5. Alright. Astronomical. Okay. And Krellick, what are you doing? Sean?
Sorry, I pulled a Ted. I was muted. Is there like a back room I can be in somewhere?
Yeah, there's a green room because there's a stage in this casino.
Sick, hell yeah! It becomes what we need it to be. I'd like to be in there. I have I have a small like cask of ale in a tankard that is full, but it's just been sitting there all day, and there's like a dirty mirror that I just been looking at what's been done to my face, and I've just been like looking at my reflection and thinking about everything that is like led up to this and the events of the evening prior.
Mm-hmm. The day passes. The litter in the streets is discovered. Intriguing as it is, the hastily made and poorly depicting banners that welcome folks into the Kings Creek Casino for the one-on-one battle to the death fight with some elf and some turtle fella has drawn a crowd. Zashel, as you are around the casino, I assume, at this point, Null would also see. I think Lauren probably as well notices this, but the direction is made towards Zashel. There's a peculiar group that enters the casino. One, a dark armored elven gentleman with white hair tied back, Hamir, and a number of very similarly clad franchise members, you can only assume. members of his own team who are with him. And leading that charge of individuals is a delightfully colorful robed figure with leather tassels on every hem and stitch of his clothing, a greasy mop of black hair, and a terrible, terrible little beard and big front teeth, who is exuberant to be on the grounds of property of the franchise, as it would appear, being escorted by Abernathy, who is looking a little put out a bit, but quietly goes to find places for other members of Hamir's franchise, as Jim Darkmagic approaches the decisionist of the Lighthouse franchise. Oh, it's good to see you again, Zashel. It's been a little while. I've actually pretty surprised that it's taken this long for you to organize this event. Although, can I say, the flash publicity? Stellar. Absolutely. I am floored. Although, I wish that we maybe could have seen a little bit more preparation, mostly so that we could have had people from the region who would have been interested in attending. But I mean, what are you gonna do?
We had hoped to get to this event sooner, but we have recently spent, as I'm sure you've seen from the reports, a considerable amount of time in the Fae, in which case the time here moved even faster. But we are
Yeah,
at least
the
happy.
time differential made those recordings sound very weird, let me tell you.
Not something I had considered. But at least we have we have a large number of people from the Saltmarsh area here for this particular event.
Yes, I'm
Hopefully
quite
we
impressed,
can-
actually. Good work.
I will pass that on to our hordes person, who no doubt took care of all of that. I was away on other franchise business, securing another contract. Locally,
Ooh,
but-
keeping busy.
Of course.
Industrial. I like you guys.
Happy to live up to the Acquisitions Incorporated brand.
Happy to hear that. There's not much to the whole credo in the first place, so.
Satchel does not even look remotely happy. He looks as placid as he always does. Well, we have space. There's tables over there for the other members of Hamir's franchise. I assume that all of the requisite support groups are here for whichever individual should fall, healers for the injured, all that sort of thing.
Oh, yes, of course. We handled all of that. Most of the naturally, you take care of your people, Hamir's people take care of him. We'll keep it clean,
Naturally. Hopefully this will resolve this issue and put this blood to rest.
I hope so. I mean, it did wonders for the recordings and the publications and all, but, getting a little tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, every storyline needs to be wrapped up eventually, otherwise it just becomes a hanging thread.
Agreed.
There will always be, I'm sure, some sort of internal conflict to provide a hook for the listeners.
Something like that. Anyway, I am going to go this way. And he walks away.
Zashel just sort of watches him go with the same sort of just stoic look on his face, and then just sort of frowns and walks off. Schmuck.
Not long after you kind of turn away, within the crowd of people settling around, Liru finds you. And is Krellick here?
He's, I think, in the back preparing.
All right, sorry, it's quite busy in here. It's hard to find anyone. Have you spoken with him today?
We saw him this morning, yes.
All right, he is unwell. I saw him last night.
We've seen the marks, yes.
Yes, he's reached out to some unsavory powers, and I did what I could. He did not want to listen.
Zashel does the two hands to his face and just sort of pulls down. Of course he did. Well, there is... I don't believe anything that can be done about that now.
She looks sad.
Is there? I mean...
I don't think so now. I did what I was able to yesterday. I relieved him from torturous state, but maybe there was more I could have done.
I'm sure you did everything available to you. Ultimately, this is a decision he is entitled to make. It is not what I would have advised, but my counsel wasn't really sought, so that doesn't really matter in the end. But it is something that we can, well, we, being the franchise, he is not particularly fond of you, it would seem. Despite your assistance in reversing the aging in the Dreadwood, he did attempt to... He did try to counsel me again to be cautious around you, but... We will speak to him later and make sure everything that we can do is available to him.
All right.
You're not staying for the fight, are you? I didn't.
No.
I didn't think you would. Not exactly your area.
Well,
I don't intend to stay either.
I had thought that maybe it might be best to stay in the event that something worse happened, but He did not look. He does not need my help. I'll be going.
Stay safe. I have a particular errand I need to run later, but I will be out your way when I complete that, and I will stop by.
She nods. All right.
Unless Krellick objects, Yop would like to meet him in the dressing area.
No. The you can end. The door's not locked or anything like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now listen, Critic. This is the day we've been waiting for. This is the day we've been planning for.
Yeah.
Now, I know there's lots of stuff going on, and we can talk about this, and Yop just sort of gestures in a vague way at the face and body. We can talk about all this later. But for now, this is for Yumi. Hamir is going to be out there, and you are going to take him apart. Do you understand me?
I am gonna take him apart. I'm gonna make sure that he feels all the pain he gave you me tenfold.
That's good, but don't get too wrapped up in making him feel all the same things. The objective is to end him. And I will cast Aid on Krellick.
Okay.
And then I will cast Longstrider on Krellick. And then I will cast Spider Climb on Krellick. Now you listen.
I feel crazy powerful right now, yo.
Yes. Let the power flow through you.
Oh, wow.
And use all of it to end Hamir.
Yeah. As we're like right, like making our way through the hallways, like getting ready to make the entrance, I just grab hold of Yop's hand as we're like about to go in, and I lean and say, if anything happens, take care of Rage Fang. Yeah. Maybe him and Betty could like.
Okay, now settle down just a second. I'll take care of Rage Fang if anything happens. But you look at me. You look me in the eye. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to end him here.
I look you in the eye and nod my head.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna end him.
Zashel is right outside the door, I think.
Yeah, or I can wait and meet Krellick at his corner either way.
Okay. I mean, either way.
Yeah, I'll meet him outside the door so they can have that conversation after. Yeah, may I speak to Krellick in private for just a moment?
Certainly. Yop will wander off, but not too far off because I'm not sure what the range on some of these spells is.
Good luck, Krellick, with the fight. I have something I need to take care of while this is all happening.
You're not gonna be here.
No, I hope to get back before it is ended, to which I would not normally say something like this, but if you can, if it is safe, drag it out. Make sure he knows.
Oh, he's gonna know all right.
I have never lied. I won't lie to you now. This fight does not... Even if... No. even when you win, I have no doubts that the head office will, or his franchise will bring him back. Ultimately, this will, well, I hope it does bring the peace that you need. There is something that I need for that, which is what I will be taking care of, but it is not something I can... Well, good luck.
Well, I hope whatever you're doing is important.
It is. I wish I could explain, but there is a certain amount of required secrecy. When I can explain, I believe you will understand.
I roll my shoulders, crack my neck, take out my wand.
Zasha will actually... he has 2 daggers left that he's had since the start of his career with acquisitions. He will take one of them off and hand it to Krellick.
I take the dagger, flip it in my hand to test the weight a little bit.
Regular dagger, but when he's handing it, Zashel says, her throat was cut. Cut his.
Give you a nod.
The lights dim. Spots come on. There is tinny, shitty music being played in the back. It's kind of unbearable, actually. It's really bad. In the darkness opposite the stage from you, Krellick, you see the white hair catching some of the falling light. And he is entirely in darkness. He steps out onto the stage. You see that there's a movement, a flicker, a waver as he steps out. Something shifts as he does so. And the elf draws a staff from his back, which mists outwards on either end until it coalesces into a dark scythe. How would you like to enter?
I have Vicaris' wand, and I think of him and I practicing magic, and I will speak my words of power.
Rectotum.
I'll cast Peek and See, but use it to make like fireworks, you know, a little shower of sparks and fireworks, a grand entrance for Krellick the Red.
Excellent. And when you enter, the strength offered to you by Yop is stripped.
That was part of the contract.
Hamir regards you with a curt nod.
I'll twirl the wand, slip it back in its spot. Set the shield next to me. Look to Hamir, and I will say loudly, addressing him, but those in attendance.
Before we get things started here, I'd like to make an amendment to our contract. If both parties is agreeable, that is.
You hear distantly Jim shouting, "Boo! You can't do that."
What do you
But
say,
Hamir
Hemi?
looks at you expectantly.
I'd like to strike the current sections of the contract regarding death and replace it as this. That should one of us fall in this fight, no resurrection magic shall be used. The death will be final in its totality.
Very well. He holds out a hand for you to shake.
Shake his hand.
Roll initiative, Krellick.
Okay. As I shake his hand, I give it a little squeeze and just say,
This for you, me.
okay. Not bad. 21-14.
Did you select your token?
I did not. I will roll and fix it.
Mm-hmm. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, it is. It is fine.
So you are up first. His hand withdraws and catches the side of the glaive. You see black light begin to seep from it at the start of your turn. I need you to make a wisdom save against Frighten.
Yeah. At the start
Oh.
of my turn, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I forgot I have to put you guys on the map so you guys can see. Hold on.
Yeah, definitely do that.
There you go.
No, you know what? Never mind. It's fine. Okay, wisdom save. It's an 11.
All right. You are frightened.
Okay. Put a little that on me. Okay. Okay. First thing is bonus action rage, of course. I will give out a mighty yell as I heft the shield and bash my chest a bit. I will. I can't move closer to him. I will, in that case. You know what? I did the bonus action rage, so I'm in it. Okay. I will. I'll toss one of the hand axes that Lauren gave me.
Excellent.
Hand axe. It is a 14.
A 14 will miss.
Okay. I toss one more, a second one at him. A 20.
20 will hit.
Okay.
The first is swung out and deflected with the glaive, and then the second one strikes.
Okay. I get him for 11.
All right.
The 9 is non-magical if that has any bearing.
Thank you. Is that it for your turn?
I can't move closer to him, so I will adjust myself to the side, like starting to circle around, but like I make it look like I'm just like trying to flank him, but I am scared.
All right. The darkness begins to creep around him. You see flickers of specters in the shadows, almost picking up, stretching from his feet and beginning to pull at you. You are deeply afraid, and there is more of that dark light that is summoned from the glaive and renews him some, he is going to cast a spell on himself as his first action. And then it is your turn. He seems to move. He seems more agile suddenly.
Yeah.
Lighter on his feet.
I look at him and say,
What are you doing all the way over there, Hemi? You scared to get in close?
You can make another wisdom save.
At the beginning of my turn or the end of my turn?
Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, end.
End. Yep. Okay. Okay.
Oh, sorry, no, it is start when you are starting within the range. So, yes, beginning.
Okay. Wisdom save. Okay. I will use my reaction to use the bead of instant karma, and I will burn one of the skulls for Yumi and see if that will assist me in this moment. So I'll gain advantage on the saving throw. 17.
Barely saves.
Okay. I reach down and I grip the necklace that Yumi gave me that it's like tied to a piece of my the harness that I have, and think about her in that moment. I'll get low to the ground as my feet dig into the arena floor and then launch myself towards Hamir. I will rush the distance to him, and I'm gonna take reckless swings at the man.
Okay.
I'm gonna full beans, reckless, great weapon master. I don't think 14 hits.
No.
Yep. 17.
All right. He is light on his feet. His armor is tough, and the glaive is quick. You do not land a blow.
Okay. Okay. I use the reaction for that. I will, as a bonus action, I will invoke
Sivip.
the Frost Rune, so I can gain +2 to Strength and Con saving throws and ability checks.
Excellent.
That's my turn.
All right.
I'll try to finish some movement, like, because I'm still pretty quick overall. Surprisingly quick to like try to shift around him, but I think he's so fast he tracks me.
Yes. As you move, the scythe strikes out at you at advantage. I have a 23 and a 26 to hit.
Yeah, both hit.
For 10 slashing, and a sudden burning of necrotic energy as well for 5 necrotic damage. And then, 14 slashing and 8 necrotic damage.
I batter his glaive away and raise my shield high in the air and just scream,
Is that the best you got?
and recklessly swing. I'm gonna try. I'm swinging down at his legs, but I'm not trying to put him on his back. I'm just swinging at him. 13's gonna miss. Nat 20, 24.
Nat 20 will hit.
Okay. For 35, 37 bludgeoning damage.
37, and that con save from him. Okay, success on that concentration. That's it for your turn.
Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Bonus
I
action
I
attack?
crit. Yeah, because I actually don't think I have. Sorry, I need to look at. Because I can't get big anymore. So, yeah. I'll take the bonus action to swing again. Thank you, Ted. I think.
Curious what you got for your ability to grow.
Before you make it. No, it's not. Sorry, just seeing if there's anything like weird about the thing. Yeah, it's just melee attack. Make one
Yep.
melee weapon attack. Okay, cool. So I'll apply the same reckless to it.
Yes.
23.
23 hits.
Okay, for 24 bludgeoning. Same, like one at the legs to try to break his leg, and then one into his chest.
Okay. That final strike after a massive crack to the legs actually brings him down for a round as he loses concentration. All right. Then it is your turn again, as he is stunned for a round.
Ooh, that's not good for him. What does stunned do for me here?
You have advantage to attack.
Okay, all right. I look at him as he's dazed, and a dark smile, a dark smile comes across my face. I will raise the shield high above his head and bring it crashing down onto his skull. I won't go reckless with it. I will just go great weapon master then. 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, for 23 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
Once more with feeling. 23 to hit.
That will hit.
For 24 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Just one side of the head. The next side of the head. I will action surge. I will action surge. Swing around him and bring the shell into his back to try to crack his spine. 23.
That's gonna hit.
For 28 bludgeoning.
Okay. Oof. All right.
22
Mm-hmm.
for 25 bludgeoning.
Okay. All right.
As I finish that move, I lean next to his head and say,
Whatever God you believe in, you better make your peace.
There is blood from gashes over his face. He's breathing heavily as he gains, as he refocuses, and dark light begins to coalesce and sharpen and also swell around the ends of this staff as he swipes upward as in his movement to stand more completely. With a nat 20 to hit.
Yeah. Obviously.
After he had cast Blinding Smite.
Oh no.
Okay, here we go. All right, so we've got. So we're gonna start with 68 radiant damage. Which is a total of 21.
Total of 21.
Oh god, I
okay.
thought the 68 was the total.
Oh no, 6d8. And I did not think I was gonna get a nat 20 on that. Christ. I need you to make a con save.
Yeah, you got it. 18.
18 barely saves, you are not blinded. And now let me get the rest of the damage for the attack.
Yeah.
21 necrotic.
Okay.
And what is that? 16 slashing.
Whoa. Whoa.
And he attacks once more with a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
12 slashing and 11 necrotic. Ooh,
Okay.
not gonna lie, I loved that for me, actually.
Yeah, super good, super good.
If I may, there's been a lot of damage done to both parties in this fight. I
Uh-huh.
think that's accurate. People are looking pretty bad.
Uh-huh.
Which actually brings up a question. Oh, no, sorry. The aid fell off, so never mind.
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask what that
Yeah.
did, but that fell off.
Yop's gonna walk up as close as she can get to the fighting area, hopefully right next to it. Just try and catch Krellik's attention, yell something out, doesn't even matter what. And she's going to put a plant in the ring. She's going to go sit down.
You cannot pass this space
Okay, then I'm just going to stand next to the space with my plant.
with your plant.
Yep.
All right. Great. Krellik, it is your turn.
Okay. At the end of his turn, oh God, it's like I'm playing Magic: The Gathering. At the end of your turn, I will respond. I'm going to use my reaction and invoke the Tornej rune. I need him. I need Hamir to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14. It is against Charm.
Oh, against Charm. All right, so he'll have advantage. What is it? Wisdom, you said?
Wisdom, yes. Yeah, DC 14 Wisdom.
Okay, a 19.
Okay, he passes.
He rolled a 13 at the other end, though, so...
Ooh, almost. It's a gamble. Like, I
Yep.
mean, you know, with him especially being elfish. Okay. 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 I will, as a bonus action, I will just flex real hard and look super cool, and I will regain back 5 HP.
Great.
Okay. I've used the action surge. I've used that for it. I've used that. I'm just ticking off boxes so I don't try to do things I'm not supposed to. Okay. Cool. I wipe some of the blood and spit a glob of it on the in the arena, and look at Hamir.
Yeah, not bad. You give it pretty good. But how does it feel to fight someone that actually has a chance to fight you back?
I'm gonna run at him, and I'm gonna attempt to grab him on the shoulder and make a shove attack to put him on the ground, to put him prone.
Okay. All right.
18.
Natural 20 for a 24.
Too strong. Surprisingly too strong. In that case, he defends me off. I spin around wildly with the shield and try to slam it into him. It's always the thing. When you make your first attack on your turn. Okay, so the shove attack is an attack.
Yeah.
And I don't think I can select then to be reckless, so I don't think I can do reckless when I combo it up like this.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense to me.
Yep.
Okay, I will Great Weapon Master him, though. Normal. Ooh, 11.
We'll miss.
Yeah, he's in it now. I shift around the space a little bit more, but that's my turn.
He circles you as well, breathing heavily. There's that dark intensity that he's always carried, and you can see that he is hearing what you are saying, but he does not respond as he attacks again. With do I want to use this spell? Yeah. Bonus action, casting Branding Smite, and then attacks you with an 18.
18 will miss. I
And
defend
if-
it.
Yeah, and a 14. The long staff is caught in your claws, and the mist of darkness that is the blade, you feel its force, its solidity on contact. And now it is your turn.
Okay. I spin and dodge under after knocking his staff glaive to the side. I spin and dodge to the side, leap over, and then lunge towards him, trying to ram the shell into his gut. Gonna give all the beans. Reckless Grey Weathermaster, 19
Barely hits.
for 23 bludgeoning.
All right.
Once more, as I double him over high above the head to bring it down on his back. See if I can hear that satisfying crack again. 19 again for 26 bludgeoning.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I will then use a bonus action for Death's Omen, and I would like to. I have to make my Wisdom check, my Insight check. To
Yes.
see if I can determine the ramifications of his death. Insight, I have advantage on insight checks. Oh, you bastard, it's a 12.
Honestly, the AI DC of 15 is criminally high.
Yeah, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is, you know? Okay, I'm running the calculations in my head, and, I'm just not sure where it's at. I know how everyone feels about this, but the future is yet uncertain. I circle around a little bit more, but that's my turn.
All right. As he's sort of doubled over, one hand on his knee, and he lifts himself up, Shadow begins to put some of him back together. He's going to bonus action heal himself. And then swing at you with renewed force. Oh no, with another nat 20.
Okay, yeah.
Fortunately, he lost concentration on Branding Smite, so he did not. So there's not that as well. But we have a total of 19 slashing and 23 necrotic for that first attack.
Oh, God. 23 necrotic? Okay.
And then the second attack hits with a 23
Yes, it does.
for 13 slashing and 7 necrotic.
Seven necrotic. Excellent.
It's your turn.
Okay. I clutch where he has wounded me. There is a large volume of blood spilling forth. I begin to raise the shield and kind of stagger a bit, plant my feet down, breathe heavy, look at him. Rage fills my face, and I just go wild, like a wild animal towards him. Reckless. 17.
Will miss.
Okay. 21.
Will hit. Cody says take inspiration.
Okay, I will take your inspiration. It's 24 for that. But I've already made the first roll, so I don't think I can affect that one, right?
He was trying to type that out before. You can roll another attack. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Without we'll just do whatever the first roll is.
Yeah, flat roll for the
Yeah.
yeah, you got it. This 21.
21 is gonna hit.
Okay. For 25 bludgeoning.
With exactitude. How do you want to do this?
Like a swing with the shell coming upward, to like knock him backwards, skidding on his back across the arena.
All right.
I will, breathing heavily. I am severely wounded. I look at him, drop the shell with a clatter, and slowly begin walking towards him. As I go on.
He is the weapon is clattered to the ground away. The mist has dissipated. He has still the intense brow and a set jaw, and he waits.
I loom over him. I place step forward. I place one hand. Place one of my foot onto his chest, and to press down, so he knows that I am in charge. I look at him, and I think about Yumi. And I think about the franchise, my friends. I think about everything that has brought us to here, to this moment, and why we're here. I look down at Hamir.
You fought well. For a coward.
I reach down and grab whatever the front of their armor is, and I'll take my foot off his chest, reach down, grab the front of his armor to like lift him up a little bit with my fist pulled back, looking at him in the eye, ready to strike. I pull him real close.
I could do it. It'd be so easy.
You have to do it. The contract.
I bring him even closer, so like my beak is right in front of his face.
Fuck the contract. You ain't even worth the paperwork.
I'll drop him. What arm does Hamir favor?
He's right-handed.
Okay.
I'm not gonna kill you today, Hamir. But you is gonna remember this.
I'm gonna grab his arm and break it badly.
He cries out.
I'll let him slump to the ground. I will grab his glaive, drag it over to my shell, heft that up onto one arm, spit more blood down on the arena, and then walk towards Yop. As I'm walking, I look for Zashel.
You are stopped by the barrier.
I set my shield down. Turn and look at Hamir.
The contract.
He nods.
Walk over to him.
Do you want to keep your eyes open, or do you want to close them?
He continues to look at you.
Not a coward after all.
I will plunge the glaive into his chest. And then twist it.
The light within him visibly dims and is pulled into the glaive as a pale, lifeless body then drops to the ground. There is a hum within the staff in your hands.
I thought I'd feel better. Shame.
I'll pull the glaive out. And then head towards my corner.
Okay. Zashel,
The moment
Lucky is waiting for you.
Okay. The moment he leaves Krellick, he heads to the bookshelf or wherever it is that the pneumatic tubes to the lighthouse are. Travels to the lighthouse and walks out into the garden. Takes his jacket off and hands it to Lucky. And puts his hands together into the shape of a square and lifts, and I am casting Mold Earth to remove a 5-foot cube of soil from Yumi's grave.
Yep.
Zashel climbs down in and pulls his last dagger out, clears the dirt until he finds part of Yumi, and then removes one of her fingers. He starts to put the dagger back into its sheath, but instead puts it into Yumi's hand and puts it on her chest. He will climb out, put the mound of soil back, turn to Lucky and say, "Take me to the sea, bro. I need to see Farron."
She nods. And let me just roll her survival check. Damn. Alright. Handily navigates the forest to find the grove, the clearing.
Hey, afternoon. What is it I can be doing for you?
I have the supplies you requested before.
Oh,
This should be everything you needed. There is no contract for this task. I've taken this upon myself. I need your assistance with something. I know that powerful casters can return to life those who have died. I need you to do that for this. And he will produce the finger.
he turns it over in his hands and says,
Well, I would still need some materials to do so, but I might be able to manage it.
Whatever you need, I will happily provide. Or if you know where to acquire them and you know the price, tell me and I will pay it.
I believe it's 1,000 gold for reincarnation.
Sure is.
Yep.
Good thing we got paid recently.
As you're conversing with him, Lucky kind of grabs your elbow and just says,
What are you doing?
When I joined this franchise, when I joined Acquisitions Incorporated, I fully believed that this business was everything it purported to be, that it would handle the difficulties of adventuring, that it would look out for the people who did that work, but I was naive. And now I am correcting my mistake. Whatever happened in that arena, whatever is happening in that arena, it won't bring Yumi back. This will. I'm sorry for bringing you with me. I'm sorry for roping you into this. I didn't see another way to make sure I got here easily enough.
I don't think you need to be sorry about that.
This is expressly forbidden by head office. When we were in Waterdeep, attempted to remove that stipulation. There was some weak acquiescence that I don't trust them to fully live up to, but ultimately, this is the right thing to do.
She nods.
Farron, we cannot stay. I have written this. Please, whatever form she awakens, give this to her. It will hopefully explain to her what to do.
Takes it and nods.
Our business is done. Thank you, Farron.
Of course.
I hope these other supplies are enough to resolve your other issue.
It's appreciated.
We should get back, Lucky. Hopefully we can... Well, I doubt we'll be there in time, but...
Yeah. Two of you walk quickly through the forest and down the streets back to the casino. As people are beginning to file out. Krellick, I need you to make a performance check.
Okay. Super great. God, I wish I could do anything about it. It'd be great to do really good at it. A 10?
Oh no. Oh no.
I have inspiration.
Is this barrier still up?
This check is more of an above table check for the success of this campaign, this marketing campaign. Flash of Genius, a 15. Right. That's a success. And Vicaris.
Yes.
I want you to make a persuasion check.
Fuck yeah.
God. 32.
All right.
All right. Let me just check what we got going on here.
Bard things.
All right. Above board, you have succeeded in pulling off a successful marketeering campaign, and as such, you have moderate benefits, including the monthly costs of the franchise decrease by 25% for the month. That is the income you receive from this event.
Well done.
Pretty good.
The barrier falls.
Krog's looking really fucked up, right?
Oh yeah, it's very bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw up big healing on him.
Okay.
Let's see, what level? Sure. I don't think I can knock myself out, but
No, you worry too much, or I've never felt better.
yeah, life transfer it. Upcast it twice. So twice 28 to 52. A bunch of like cuts appear all up and down one of Noel's arms as it goes like paper colored.
Oh, that actually does feel good. Why don't you do that more often?
I do.
Oh,
Well done.
yeah.
Jim saunters up, clapping. That was a really good show, really. That was very impressive. I really loved the Valentry at the end. Fantastic. That was excellent. Excellent work, everybody.
It wasn't for you.
Well, it would appear that the contract has then been completed.
Indeed.
Yeah. It would appear. So what happens to him now?
Well, kind of cocks his head to one side, puts his hands on his hips. He was probably going to get to go home, but, kind of thought that one in the foot, huh? Returns to the cycle, gets reincarnated, ashes to ashes, all that.
And what of his weapon?
Well,
Oh, this. I got something I gotta do with this.
I don't care. Not like it's that kink of property, technically.
Noel does nod in acquiescence.
He kind of claps your shoulder, Noel. Glad you like it out here.
They are colorful.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna be heading out, I think. This place smells like fish. Bye!
Goodbye.
Good seeing y'all!
Be seeing you, Jim.
Kind of like turns back to you, little finger guns, kind of nervously. Probably. Bye!
Fucking
Noel
Jim.
looks super nonplussed.
Zashel and Lucky return, catch up.
You know, I think it's the first time I ever saw him. And that's all I have to say about that.
He certainly is an employer.
Well said, no, well said.
Nice of you two to stick around for the fight.
You mean I could have not been here and watched bloodshed?
It wasn't a requirement, no.
Oh, I kind of thought you were here for moral support and I had to be here.
I'm happy you are alive, Krellick. I hope the fight gave you what you needed.
I don't know if he did, but I think I did right by her. You
Hopefully
think
we
that
both did.
wherever she is, you think that she was watching?
I don't know. Umi was, for all of her profession, much gentler than the most of us. But I'd like to think that whatever has transpired, wherever she is at rest, she understands the sentiment behind what happened.
She was one of us. I would do the same for any of you. Shame about how it ended.
A contract is a contract, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't think that through.
Noel shrugs. A death is a death. He would have died someday. You made that day today. You will die someday. Noel shrugs again.
I, for one, am glad that day was not today. Where's our
So-
waitstaff? Can we?
So where'd you
get
two go?
drinks here?
What was more important than whether or not Krellick died in the ring?
I'm going to
Lucky
have
looks
to
at you,
ask.
Zashel.
I'm going to have to ask you to trust me, to believe me.
Yop walks off.
There is a reason I cannot say.
Were you present when Krellick adjusted the terms of the deal? Or rather,
No.
That clarifies somewhat. You did not know this was going to be permanent.
It was going to be
Permanent.
what now?
You were not here for that, yes?
No, I left right after I spoke to Krellick.
Krellick. No, trails off and glances over. Negotiated a new contract. Sealed with a verbal agreement before. Well, it was sufficient. Hymir is dead. He will re-enter the cycle, but this Hymir is dead.
Okay.
If we had been allowed to just get up afterwards, it wouldn't mean anything.
You are correct. It would have been to assuage your feelings. If he wanted vengeance, this is how it is done.
You say so.
Null shrugs again and pats Krellick like on the shoulder. Congratulations on not dying.
Yeah. I'm pretty good at it by now.
I just grab a cup of leftover alcohol swill off a table, drink it.
Well, I'm gonna go check on y'all. I'll meet you back at the lighthouse, yeah?
We should have lunch and a meeting in the garden. We have a contract to discuss.
Yeah. I'll see you all then.
Ricard's going to turn to Lucky, hold out the bag, and hand her the ledger of all the bets, and say, "Right, well, I can show you. I'm sure you can figure this all out, right?" And then, if she takes it, then just walks away to the elevator.
Yeah, she takes it. She's still kind of like slack-jawed after the contract amendment statement.
Null leans down and smiles and says, "I will help you with this, yes? I have not done paperwork such as this. Very exciting."
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
great.
Null like slowly takes the stack of papers out of her hand as she's standing slack-jawed.
One of these days, I'm going to have to speak to Zendros about some sort of spell to stop Krellick from ever making contracts again.
Isn't that a little too extreme?
Is
Should
it?
have that, you know,
Is it?
choice, right?
Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Perhaps removing his ability to make binding contracts.
No. Lauren is correct. He needs to be able to do that.
Has he done... Well, this was quite a remarkable incident.
Maybe, not without someone else there?
No.
Second?
Krellick
no.
is able to make these decisions. However much we might disagree with those decisions, you are correct, his to make.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cause conflict.
No, you didn't.
Lauren has a point, however. Krellick did not want to kill Hamir when it came to it, but the contract bound him. He is capable of making contracts, but that does not mean he knows what a contract is or
Well,
means.
he does now. And perhaps that will encourage him to consider them a little more.
Hopefully.
It's also gonna sound bad, but is there a way to make sure that he doesn't make contracts that reflect badly on the franchise based on his own choices? Because
That's
I'm not
covered.
putting on there.
We have that covered.
Yeah, that's largely covered by franchise law. Krellick can make contracts for himself, but it's been a long day.
Noel
I just
reaches into a satchel and pulls out what looks like probably 5 or 6 contracts and goes, "These are the counter contracts for Krellick." Reaches in and pulls out like a stack of like 12 Vicaris. And slowly puts them back in.
I'm mostly worried about, you know, what happened in the Fae, and I don't want us to upset other people because
No, it's no need to worry. No need to worry. We will meet you at the lighthouse momentarily.
Oh, do I smell bad?
What?
No.
What?
Like what?
Like fish?
No.
No.
The town smells somewhat of fish.
God,
It's a
do we
port
all
town.
smell like fish?
You might. I cannot. When I arrived, I could smell fish. I cannot any longer. This is a
No.
problem.
This is an extra dimensional space. You can't smell that.
Are you sure?
I mean, step out to the lighthouse.
I
and
don't
you will smell
recall
it.
the last time I smelled fish. I am used to the fish smell.
Maybe because I've been staying here.
Oh, we do smell like fish.
Might smell like
Oh,
fish.
God.
Zashel looks at Lucky. Benefits of this decision, I suppose.
You want to meet before I help with these ledgers?
Yes, we'll meet you at the lighthouse. We can present the contract with Zendros to everybody. I just need a final word with Lucky here.
Sure thing.
Yeah, Noel will glance at the ledgers and say, "Do you want me to keep this, or
Yes.
okay? I will require assistance later."
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Noel smiles a very unguarded, goofy grin.
Have fun, big guy.
Mm-hmm. Noel waits a second for Lauren to join him as they walk over to the portal.
We'll follow. Trying to smell herself. She has her arm up to her face.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the pit check.
Yeah. A step behind Lauren, fucking Noel smells his arm and then reaches over and tries to surreptitiously smell Lauren. Just shakes his head in confusion.
Oh.
Zasha, what were you gonna do?
You, Lucky, are the only one who knows what has happened. It should, if there are repercussions, they will fall on me. This was all done outside of franchise purview. I doubt
Okay.
that they will forgive this. They being the others here. I had not anticipated Krellick making such a change.
Yeah.
I hope I still did the right thing. I think.
I don't think you did the wrong thing. For whatever that's worth.
It's worth a lot. The letter that I left for Yumi directs her to seek out help. It tells her... It directs her to my father.
Oh.
If anything happens to me, he is in a place outside Seaton. I will trust you to direct the others there. Direct the others to Yumi.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever you say. Should we head back to the lighthouse then, Zash?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
And Zasha will hold out his arm.
She'll take it. Krellick,
Yeah.
you went to go talk to Yop?
Yeah, I went looking for where Yacht might be.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of walking around saying her name.
Yup's sitting at the bar at the casino.
Oh, hey, there you is. I was like walking around the back of the building for like 15 minutes.
Well, let's go, champ. Sit down. Look, you're looking much better. You could probably use a pint of ale.
Yeah, that'd be good. Actually, I didn't drink anything all day.
Well, then now's the perfect time to start.
Well, as long as a pretty lady's serving me, I don't think I'm on.
Oh, well, I think Lucky went with Zashel.
I mean you, Yop. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I know. Hold on here. I'll serve up an ale.
I'll set the shield and set the glaive leaning against the bar, and the creak of the seat as it groans in protest to my weight. Drink heavily of it.
It's good.
You did a good job in there, Craddock. I hope you're proud of yourself. I know I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I thought it'd feel different.
Well, how so? What does it feel like?
I don't know. It's like I thought I'd be like real excited for it, you know, 'cause like I've been thinking about getting him here right for like ages, you know. And then when it was right in front of me, I don't know. I didn't feel right about adding one more skull to the ticker.
I think it's because you're a good person, Critic.
You're right.
There's nothing. There's usually nothing to be gained from just another death, but sometimes it has to be done. And this is one of those times. Could you have lived with yourself? The person who killed Yumi didn't pay any consequences? If you didn't make any effort to make them pay any consequences?
No, I mean, he had to pay. He had to.
That's right. And there's only, by my estimation, there's only one thing he had that would settle the debt for what he took. It is a shame, though, that our franchise members don't seem to feel the same way.
You mean Zashel and Lucky?
Couldn't even be bothered to sit and watch, see if you'd be okay.
he told me that he might not be here, before the fight. I asked him what he was doing, and he said it was secret.
You feel comfortable with that?
I mean, what's more important than you and me? What's more important than us?
Well, I'm glad you agree with me, Krellick. I guess I'm just disappointed. I thought we were all friends and we'd all have each other's backs. But it turns out we're just employees at a franchise.
Bet he was out meeting with Leroy.
What exactly is the issue that you have with Leroy? Is she the one who did that to your face?
No, he was something else.
What do you mean something else? Now, Krennic, and I lean in close, grab him by the shoulder. Are we friends? Do we have each other's back? Or are we just co-workers at a franchise?
Book the franchise, you're using me. How many times we been out there, right, keeping the rest of them alive?
Plenty. So tell me what happened to your face. And where'd you get run through like that?
I turn in the chair to shift my body towards Yop to look at her.
I think I'm in trouble, yo. I've been thinking about it all day. The problem with this headband is I can't stop thinking now. You know how Tellywick was like teaching me magic? Yeah, well, I went to see her the other day to, show her what I learned to do, right? And, she didn't like what I had in mind for what I wanted to do. And, well, we got in like an argument, and then, well, she's not my teacher no more.
Well, you must have been very upset. Did you get angry and this is what happened? Did she do this to you?
No, Teddy, she won't do this to me. No. I was angry, I need help with this stuff, I mean, who's gonna help me? I mean, I stopped in Zanny's place, we just got paid, and I thought maybe there'd be something cool there, but I got to talking with her, and, she said that, she could teach me magic, and, she was all on board for what it is I wanted to do, I want to use my great mind and, break a man in half with a fork.
Yes,
him
well...
up like a sourdough pretzel.
I mean, well, yes, but I can understand you're already able to break a man in half with your arms and with your shield, so I'm trying to diversify your arsenal. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I could be like breaking one man and then look at another man and then he like
Break them
arms.
too,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I see where you're getting at, and so Captain Zentra said that she could help you with this.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, and she's been good to us, you know.
She has been good to us.
Yeah, so, you know, I went to my first lesson last night and, well, it didn't exactly go the way I thought it would.
And during this first lesson, it's when you suffered these injuries?
Yeah.
And Captain Zendros did this to you?
No, you think she'd be able to do this to me? Little Zenny. Come on.
Well, I don't know the extent of her magics. I find it highly unlikely, but... So what happened? Why are you in trouble?
I was talking to her about, like, you know, I want great power, and she's just like, great power comes at a cost. And I'm like, well, you know, I just got paid money, and she, you know, was like, not that kind of cost. And, you know, I was like, well, you know, what I gotta sell, you know, what sell me soul for magic, and, you know, she said, yeah, basically, and
Oh, no, Krennic.
but I didn't, I didn't, right? I talked to Vicorus and he made me promise not to sell me soul for magic unless someone else was there, but no one else was there, so I couldn't do it. But, I had to give up something.
And now you're living with the consequences of what you've chosen to give up.
Yeah.
And it sounds like it's making you reconsider whether the deal was worth it in the first place.
I can't get big, y'all. I keep trying and I can't get big.
Well, you can't get big yet, Krellick. We will solve this problem. I don't know how, and I don't know what resources we're going to need to bring to bear.
A lot. He's so big.
Well, we'll either find a way to make him smaller, find something else that's even bigger, or maybe a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. But I'll tell you what, Krennic. I don't think we're gonna solve it right now. And I think you deserve to celebrate a little longer for what you've done to Yumi, or what you've done for Yumi, and, well, what you've demonstrated for everybody else, and how you feel about them, and the depths you'd go for them. So let's raise a glass to Yumi and to you, Krennic.
You, me. And to you, y'all.
Now let's get hammered and start figuring out how to take care of this problem you've created.
Forget that. Let's get hammered and you and me go back to the lot house.
That sounds even better. Glug, 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 glug.
Is there anything else we need to do tonight?
Nothing I want to do, but something that I think might happen when Krellick finds rest and dreams. I think he dreams of that darkness and that leathered wings and fire and flame. I think he dreams of snakes.
I think so too.
I have something, but it's kind of late, so we can just save it for the beginning of next session.
If it's, I want to see if there's something that kind of feels in like this emotional spot. I want to get it done now, so we don't have to start with it next week.
Then yes.
All right, great.
So when Vakaris left, he went to Krellick's door and was sitting with his arms around his knees, waiting for Krellick to return. And then when he does, Vakaris will look up at Krellick. Your eyes are kind of teary, and he just says, "Why?"
Well, hey, Vic. Oh, what you doing down there?
"Why, Krellick?"
Oh, well, what?
Why'd you change the terms of the contract?
Yes. Hold on. 1 second.
I belch loudly.
Oh, oh boy. Yup, can drink. God, what a woman. Would I change the contract? Because Yumi didn't get to walk away.
But you would have me watch another friend die. Is that what you want?
Well, you didn't think I could do it.
I was confident until you took away the safety net. Yeah.
But you gotta take away the safety net, Vic.
Then why not tell us about it before? Why surprise us with everyone else? Why make a choice that affects the entire franchise?
I didn't know I was gonna do it till I did it.
You know, I was the first one to find you be dead. And I know that doesn't matter, it just means that I've been dealing with her death for longer than anybody else. And I'll be dealing with it for much longer than anybody else when you're all dead and gone. And you want to do that to me twice?
Well, did you want to be in there to fight on me?
Sorry, say that again?
Did you want to be in there fighting on me?
No. And I'm happy he got what he got. Although if you're worried about lasting consequences, he's just going to reincarnate again. He'll be back. But you wouldn't.
Yeah, well, if he comes back with his memories, then he'll remember what happened.
He'll slowly stand up. I guess I'm just really tired of people making decisions for the franchise without letting anybody else know. It's the point of being a franchise if you don't all decide together. And Vakaris will walk away.
Vic, oh, come on. Shit.
It's okay, Krennic. We'll deal with him tomorrow.
Oh, you was right there, my good. Is this my room? Or yours? Wait, there's my room. The helmet's big enough for two.
I had Joshua reinforce the rivets in the screws. We'll be fine.
No. Anything else?